about 20 minutes to 2. And they mamsa bodonko apamiti duanan. Yatna say I would need 100.9 FM. Me man ti dwumadie na de bremo. Na dwumadie me amedi ho chia me frɛ me ADAKABRI mutu osioma. Panyinu kojo da me ado as usual na de mesi abontene. Ai majeri osajima me ofase prekope. Ebo ne chidom. No akire no so no. Eye frema abankro. Eye abna frema abankro. Ono na oye technical production no so. Odi hu tintiman ehwe se yenyina yebehwe na yetimi akọ Facebook so na se YouTube Facebook dey Neat 100.9 FM live we bete program say this because that's na YouTube Despite Media and also honom ansa na other channels wetimi so WhatsApp here in some ayebebro so no 050 600 0909 050 600 0909. Amansanchi me kwabra phone so no ebedi no dwuma na fe so yempa se dam fama engineering group for no atuagbo na eye worker otiakwa na jare na ada sankroma ono so de ye sanemra ne se sempro a facilities naturally no so no engineering naturally so facilities group no so big solo and dada yaw and so bata ho na fe so no Godfrey dodo no afre ne Ubrana na fe so no Mapuna and DJ Bosco na Mills so yes sanemra say tete almost so and ehwese facilities e bia be koyi but me WhatsApp here on 050 600 0909 050 600 0909 na yetimi ehunu ba bia yede efufuo ebeko akwakobo ensem no de edoso baba o se de ka no na ebetimi adwendwene ho the first interview no ebeba na yetimi adwendwene ensem ho kakra na afesu so no yene abadwofo so adwendwene na no grofo pe enko there yes you got $145,000 one bedroom flat and no kasa imoe so diaba imoe no ejina building materials ho say ye then as at January this year na yeton 1 ton of iron rods 3,800 and they yeton no say 5,000 each inti chese dia ama iron rods no so boy den ya ba dwendwene ho but before then day interview no baba na yehunu ba bia de fufu be kwa akobo
Oha FRIMPONG no Neat FM
Efiura me mochi o Efiura yes on
machi o Efiura mechi awonye so
hey ewura enfase ma mesu what e ba force search ya me mo yem no
won so pepe
hey oh wa fi we die me pese oni Efiura bekon Efiura we die ye kwa sori abo ewura de mo kwa sori ye papa ye ewura de ka soro ho a what e be se wo ba hwa wa kra ba kompo wunya onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink no ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa no wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore ne fie wura beti ha anopa dio awia dio enumre dia mo no makodeo mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotena so ndem se ye kosum ya
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje Efiura ya wi ya kwasere body fache ke Efiura wuti fia se light we no water bi ba wuntua bi wo bo asa sika na ne fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
ka hwe me ka chi pre nya pre fa said this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi se me bufu a metumi ato bag mu a wate yeah Efiura we nko ade ma abunfu me koto nyanwe
Efiura fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye
Utie Oha FRIMPONG no Neat FM
Neat 100.9 FM so any and Friday July 16 2021 and just about 1:45 on the line now Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology one political science lecturer friend Dr. Amache Boateng na Amache Boateng mo ha
enia opania laka
Na ohumpo ete say awie.
Adi sadara ma me hu ye.
Yo waye. When be anim. Now you are quoted as saying, say, if elections were held today, Nana Ado Dankwa Ekufuado, any MPP, they would lose it out. Na adien ana Emma Woka ni say
Rakabe mi da se na me chechi for. Rakabe ensuo bebre afa nasi. Bimra o man pani dada president Samani Mahama ofi akonwa no so. Ensuo bebre nsem bebre asi. Nti ase a Ghana for enya ya no nti eto aba ya man pani Samani Mahama no. Ghana for yenya akwanya ahwe amamu no. Afrimra na dankwa kufuado. Ebetena akonwa no mu. Ebetonne. And the question is, Kasem said there's a big gap between the rhetoric and the reality. And someone did two jobs, son of 40 years, someone Dr. Mahmoud
Aumia.
Baumia, and also they can't want Ghana 40 years. And then I'm more to any who so are a war of forms this channel. You move ye, papa. That's it true. Then your political science, the politics. Insusia, Nanado, far among resources. Resources. Oh, I'm in this context. Yeah, you bet me to go a Kamuna Buana or Mangana Ma. The Punto Abba or Mabrabo. Also, he be a bit with your go physical or non physical. Oma Penny Nanado Dankwa Kufuado by the Constitution of the Fourth Republic of Ghana. Edi Omani na Tumi Ashan Tema or the Omana Kutia resources, physical and non-physical material, and then others. Which means the Jumanan Puntu about Maya Brabum, the politics in your shop. And ne some more Kayan and San Omubaku Yamunina a Webra. You can say, Gideon Eco Form. And Tiasia, Minya, and Sana, Tiasi, general public reaction, so many issues, generally. Nyama APO, social media, and Nyama Daddy on the ground, a friend to Yahoto, Baby, Abba, Mra, or Shaft here, the first 4 years, reaction to several issues. Second time, reaction to several issues. Now, here, dry issue. I was looking at the extent of the anger. Emma, I'm not telling him about one. Sorry, you know. I said, "You focus for you na nem fawo mo." ADAKABRI nyaka chino we no kwa the extent of poverty and difficulty in the Ghanaian society. Many Ghanaians feel let down. Many Ghanaians are disappointed. The Nepal is not going. The Basi to about President John Dramani Mahama or be a prophet. Can't be for Dr. Belmian Sama or can hotel. So wouldn't buy more if you are not in government. Understanding of issues, the state is different. Penicillin bony. I'm not penny for no. They are not on the ground. How many people formula so how many cancer we see so. And then another only one test. Kumasi no Kumasi market. Get a managed into my best for Mama and Chiswa. They did that. Tamano opposition here in Kumasi. Or no one yes, I test maybe they won't do that. Not clap for you. Don't shout. What they did some time back and no opposition. ADAKABRI, the two about now, I'm a president, Mahama, or waiting.
Yeah, King. What's a gap between the rhetoric and reality on the ground? You also talked about policies nibia enko ye ama enipa ebuofuo ama mo ye unhappy. Yem breaking it down na obi anka say why you sweeping statement without being tested. At ye paying policy and na wususu say anko ye ama that kind of disappointment abankrofo mu.
I'll pick on two. I'll start with planning for food and jobs. The kind the old daily graphic front page and one can say it should be a far fertilizer honey that who joy news and pay, but I so busy. Minya la jinkan. Me and Casaminta as for planning for food and jobs. And I made disappointment about I don't go forward as far as this particular policy is concerned. A fact that the local Jaso from Myanmar. Now, when you turn specifically tomatoes, they still talk about tomatoes from Burkina Faso. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, you are a better failure of that policy. That's the way. Because you said, "My Ghana, entrepreneurs don't know almost how move before they get to Burkina Faso. Challenges are almost share sense of say armed robbers. Asia or more crime so. Now you know. Sabi no ka say ADAKABRI omu kusuko Burkina Faso no makoto. It said tomatoes. Planting for food and jobs in PJ is a gap no. ADAKABRI me here bibia biem na ka say sa policy ni failure. Me kind and the old daily graphic. Then because you say Ghana for ma. Then because you say you go to the market and they speak of tomatoes from Burkina Faso. It's shame. We can't do that if we really mean business, turning the country's fortunes around. Agriculture should be the main thing. And I can go to the market. I say, rice are over top. Here in Ghana. That still consume imported rice. Planning for food and jobs is a terrible failure. 4 years afterwards, we should see made in Ghana rice on the market dominate. We should see on a television adverts by government encouraging Ghanaians to patronize made in Ghana products. We don't see. These are not there. I can't talk of any other thing. It's a monumental of that particular policy. Two.
Answer Nabeko 2, no. A reference to today's edition of the Daily Graphic. Na food and drugs, food and planting for food and jobs, no. Struggling for survival. It is simply about fertilizers beer any available ni being so across the border aqua tonton. Is that enough for anybody to assert say food and planting for food and jobs no struggle for survival?
Like I remember something kind. Well, you say you're not meeting us what come after. Me can't say ura ijaswa okoto mo ura ijaswa okoto tomatoes. This should be enough. These are outcomes of effective programs of a government that offer for transformation of the Ghanaian society, specifically the economy. Governments are all fixing the country. Governments are formed to fix the country, and that is the main duty of government. They should do that. Ghana is an African country. Basically, the economy is agrarian. The tomatoes, the tofu Burkina Faso, after 4 years of planning for food and jobs, as the tofu Burkina Faso, the policy is a failure. After 4 years of planning for food and jobs, they took more imported rice from so many countries. Vietnam, the policy is a failure. ADAKABRI. I'm looking at outcomes. All kinds of fertilizer, almost the carbon thing. Heavy. And you are saying Ghana is supervising over fertilizer being taken out of the country. And ADAKABRI, what is the conclusion you are arriving at?
And the fact that the suppliers ne eka inti yeduomuka first time a government already can ye. Is it enough?
Don't go there. Then share smuggling the product out of Ghana and Kwan. The other suppliers they don't go there. Don't go there. The crap product, every baby back Ghana has it. The first place, are we able to also produce fertilizers, manure in Ghana in the first place? CSIR. Has it got the capacity to produce fertilizers for Ghanaian farmers? How many years has Ghana been in existence as a state? And you are saying in the area of agriculture, the basis of Ghana's economy. I was here a good craft fertilizer. I mean, this is a bad joke.
In effect, say, credit by yeah.
No. The issue of say a cranwa ends everything.
And say a crano should end everything.
No, what is the planning for food and job do? The area of fertilizer. Why do we have to continue to import fertilizers as an agrarian, a Kenyan agriculture, agri-based economy? What have we done?
And
ADAKABRI, look, governance has got to change. This politics, which revolves around almost life, has got to change. We should really mean business, being in government, and then leading the country. We have got to be ready to fix the country. We got to stop the merry-go-round.
The country no can be.
Kenyans want to leave Ghana now.
Fix the country now can be.
To the effect that the crop tomatoes, we export employment. And then we turn around to say that there are no employment in the country. NAPCO, I have about 2 people who appeal to me to help them get jobs or NAPCO. It has not succeeded. NAPCO Timin Fawomo. There are no jobs in this. And then agriculture is exporting jobs. The standard Ghanaians go to Burkina Faso to buy tomatoes. Standing for food and jobs is a failure.
Just say index na original so the simple fact of say okay say you can find a year index
I've not done that. I go to the market to find out whether the tomatoes there come from Ghana. That is what I've done. The challenge will be uncle, as you will say, very simple and basic study. I say Wako University, to find what to me, ISID and here. Uncle the market, uncle to rice. Rice are autonomous. Almost for made in Ghana rice. If you find ever. If these basic things are a staple food ingredients, we cannot control it as a country. In determining the security of a country, one of the basic elements is a domestic production of food that you consume in the country. If we cannot do this as a country, after 4 years, all the big talk comes to nothing, absolutely nothing. In the very now,
okay. Enti second one, enti ama enipa aye unhappy no. Any day here.
General hardship. The food, a boy in Biblia, everything has gotten out of hand. Food, a boy in Biblia, but critically, you want to go forward and examine the performance of the government. You want also to look at these free SHS, because it is at the heart of the change that happened in 2016. Free SHS. The CIA has said, someone is free about move and say the call that the World Bank just a vaccine for COVID. Information no appeal. A country like Norway, like I read, they will not go to the World Bank and the IMF to take money, buy vaccines for their citizens. Almost a package. I am on my money in our school. Be a person who see and you go through level. Yeah, what do we on the coast? or mining to the extent that children around the world are more developing countries in access. The Nubi, and Jesus Christ Adom, is a kind of Yamiko. ADAKABRI is not free the way Ghana are conceptualizing it or the Juma. You take a loan and pay at a later way. Politically, they build responsibility in the state and society and state. State no providing avenues for you to, but you, the citizen, you have to be responsible and at the right time pay this money back to the state. I remember a statement that by PA said, "Me, Koreata, how can I send my child to school? That paying." This answers everything. The policy is flawed. It is populist. In a country like Ghana that is fabulously poor, we can't sustain this program. It is not sustainable. The time has come and the time is now for us to address this and take it to government and challenge government to tell us that common funds, this is what they call AMRI, or the at the time that they need the money around the country and call. As I said, they call senior high schools at the time they need the money, food and other things, and call. They can't speak. The people there can't speak. The country is held to ransom because of a terrible policy. Tax components that people have had to bear currently are unacceptable. So the hashes of Ghana for Kum, ADAKABRI started from 1983. When the PNDC and J. Rawlings went to the IMF and the World Bank, and the conditionalities and the hashes by Ghana for so, at was swab it's unacceptable. It is unacceptable. Interestingly, we see people in government, living different lives. People in government live different lives. All these things are unacceptable. We can't go on like this. Academia has got to sit up. We are all looking for opportunities to work in government, so we shut up. I think this should stop. We don't need to wait for anything like an Arab Spring or whatever. We need to talk about this today. So we find answers to them in a most realistic manner. We need to do that.
Inti, I planting for food and jobs. In your words, monumental failure, and then also generally food prices are high. Into there's a general hardship, and non quantity.
A terrible policy, free SHS, terrible implementation. Students who have to go to the senior high school with terrible grades. The basic level of our educational system abandoned. The primary and the JHS abandoned. Schools are still under trees and people sit on stones to go to school. And because of that, any grade at all qualifies them to come to the senior high school. These people are not trainable at the level of the senior high school. ADAKABRI education and building the technical capacity of a state. And our own system we are working with now is flawed, terribly flawed. We are not living this here at the level of talking on radio. We'll sit down and do a paper and put it out. It is flawed. It is flawed.
Sir.
Anybody at all is allowed to go to the senior high school. They don't qualify to go there. You can't even say that student A, student B, from first year to second year, the performance into unrepeated. You can't do that. They are pushed through. What are we doing? See the elite in society educating their children in different systems. Some in Ghana, paid ones, and others outside Ghana. And these people, in a way, have programmed society so that elitism and then access to that particular state, formation of state elite, remains as it is. If you don't belong to a particular class, you don't get somewhere. There's a facade. I think the FSHS is enabling everybody to get there. It's not true. It's a facade. It's not true.
And now, what can say free SHS no? A terrible policy. And as I say, I was adding up say a facade. Now, Dr. Amachi Boatin Eka we yana.
ADAKABRI, to the extent that one, the basic level, primary school, we will leave the nursery out. And we go to the primary school, we go to the JHS, can university or can share and reward those who agree to serve in villages, remote areas of the country. Ghana, whether by thought or whatever, Ghana has not opened up those regions of the country. There are so many areas that you don't have easy access to either district or regional capital. The road network, no yet. Health post to be anyhow. Potable water anyhow. There's no electricity. So many areas in Ghana. State ability to establish its hegemony over the whole country is still weak. Just like the colonial officers who are not busy in investing effectively in the state.
And
Ghana, after over 60 years, remains the same.
And did you just say, a free senior high school, no, a terrible policy?
Oh, definitely. In the extent that it has neglected the basics, it provided products, the students, the graduates for the senior high school, then it's simply not serving Ghana's real interest of training its citizens generally across the country.
Really now, everybody and who say free senior school, no, a terrible policy.
It has been like that. It has been like that from its inception. Two, I told you the comparative distance between a country like Norway and Ghana, fabulously rich. It does not allow its students to go to school. They take loans. They take loans. They take loans and repay them. Going to school, to know what you are doing. You have not just been given free money. The interesting thing with this policy is that no matter the condition of life, poverty, whatever, the loan facility is available for all citizens of the state. And currently, with this policy, identify Ghana and Libya, this national identification exercise, excellent thing that is being done. You come out as a unique member of the Ghanaian society. You identify wherever you find yourself. You don't need anybody to provide any guarantee for you because of that thing, the national identification thing, giving you a unique identity. And so you go in and take this money, and Ghana will be able to breathe. And I can really know something. The effect of the amount of money I did free SHS on other economies that are also suffering. One will have to do a study to really come out, to really appreciate the challenge that it provided. And so the policy is terribly in the way it is being applied in Ghana currently, given the conditions of the ground. It is.
Inti say na tia dia na beka say at its inception na ye heli ye bossy na yantiasia na
ADAKABRI, there's populism in politics. There's populism in politics. We share something that will appear laudable as against what practically could be done to benefit the state. The two are different. We went in for the first one. Everybody here. Some people were reflecting over the issue. Dr. Kufuor.
Adokufuor.
His first name. Kufuor's brother.
Adokufuor.
He cautioned us.
He cautioned Sanke Yen train na yemra yenya implementing the following year.
I recall exactly what happened. We were also ready to engage a professor of Education from University of Cape Coast on air. We shut him up. And so we use power, political power, to shut dissenting elements in Ghanaian society up, even if it came from our context. And everybody shut up. Look at the senior, the head of the SHS. Currently, I read something about a particular school, Pope John, Koforidia. The headline is that the headmistress is something like is either stifling or posting or map free SHS no nyajuma. I was interested in that, and then I read it. Just have issues because the woman appears to be authoritarian. Just have issues because the woman doesn't allow just wives sell water. Just this thing because the woman just pursuing policies are. How do you hide this? Some block the free SHS. I was interested in that aspect. Headline to her. If they have issues with her because of authoritarian leadership, period, they should say so. I said, as I said, I need to free SHS because they want government to go in for this woman.
Are you suggesting, say, Ghana for unhappy at present with the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on the basis of challenges at Free Senior High School, no, AFAC,
ADAKABRI so inability to allow the country people to come public and allow the general public to know what their concerns are. It's an indication that the government is a little or somewhat unhappy. Not just unhappy, but it is like not starting. I'm just struggling to get the right word. Has issues with that because in the way the government itself knows the underlying issues are not really positive, and that people have issues with what is going on. Fortunately or unfortunately, social developments in the country, they all go into the area of consumption. Not for nothing, it is at this time that we wanted to transform social marriage into a political minister. Interestingly, we didn't do it in line with what the Constitution of the Fourth Republic of Ghana stipulates. It's interesting. But generally, government is going in for consumption. There is this loan facility that even some members of parliament think will not be allowed to go on. Why? Because government has earlier in the day told us of the challenges that COVID. We call it external shock in political science, unanticipated major development, which tend to have adverse effects on the system. If this is true, and because of that, there are several things that Ghana cannot look at, including reviewing the salaries of university lecturers. I'm interested in that. Government is hiding behind COVID to tell us that, look, you people should hold on. It's at the same time that you see consumption, the consumption level at the consumption level, our executive expanding. That spousal issue, that loan for members of parliament. Somebody drew my attention to this issue. Ex-gratia. Every 4
we will get there. And then you perceive, why you define what yes, why exactly
and therefore telling us whether
Doc
Ghana's Fourth Republic is worth it.
Doc, why your definitive statements be and then Yami Adom. You will break a cry, pass your tree of boss, not it ye pa. And into Woody, you be call other areas. The walk around one recall and farmer, you be prompt to na ya views on it. But and some be a war cano. We begin to ask ourselves to say, at what point? And now, Utimi Hunusa, for instance, you make a definitive statement, say, free senior high school, no, a terrible policy. And also academic, very important, say, your tree was near tier we near who baby a woofriba. And nuntina aspects of it, no, per clarification and amplification, so as to be clear in our minds, say, and ne, we see a tour bar, the government of Nana Danko Kufuado, supported by Dr. Bama Baumia, would not win. Na yekwe ni ebusa say free senior high school no isn't it just about secondary education pay nempo a terrible policy a recent wasi exams yi ena nkwala yi atwa fantastically.
Well, we thank God for the results. We thank God for the outcome. So share some now we do one. We have issues with the basis, no, primary school level, AHS level, one. Two, the free SHS no so. One, we are suggesting that definitely that is information we have picked from the ground. The headmistress, people in GS have had to shut up. If they want to keep their job, they have had to really keep quiet and not divulge any information about the challenges they are facing. In the area of providing money at the right time for food, there are challenges. There are people who supply foodstuffs have issues there. Specifically, the implementation, face some of these challenges. Teachers, if they want to speak to you, also acknowledge the fact that the extent to which they feel motivated, from currently, this package from government, AMA teachers, additional lenses, especially due to COVID, for the current final year students. Somebody will tell you that, yes, the policy of government is there on the ground. At the end of the day, what goes to one teacher in an SHS, maybe the statement says, you don't go into teaching with the hope of becoming a millionaire is the response, possibly. I don't want to believe that teachers went in there to become millionaires, but at least they wanted to lead decent lives.
Essentially, it may be just a politically incorrect statement, but the fact of it all was that be content with what we have and not to have greater expectation.
I premise a statement of this with maybe in a way making some concessions. In fact, they also would the but that notwithstanding, the extent to which teachers feel motivated, and we know that teaching is service, and teachers go to the lecture room to deliver. These are issues they be handled. But
okay, finally on the free senior high school and other areas that we raise here, Dr. Machi Boatin. Yes, who shall say and what can say? We have had the opportunity, say, yene NDC abayatna and yene MPP abayatna. So the logical thing I thought you were going to say was that Yaswan soon Yaswan San Yahunu, but you did not go that way. Now, let me ask you directly. Say free senior high school upon which and as on the back of which Abawi Eddie Woodamore 2016. And now say after the 4th year, a terrible policy. Would you want to make a comparative analysis of the 4 years preceding 2017? And what would be your comments when you finish with such comparative analysis?
In the first place, it's not only the free SHS. I spoke of general hardship in society, specifically in the area of food and food-related items. Free SHS also account home. But specifically, in response to Assembly Ode Atuwe, we are looking at Ghana's resources, eco-free education, as against how much you go to other sectors. I made a cursory statement about the fact that common funds, scarce economy, like a check and co. You want to investigate that. And co. But the quiet, especially those in the public service, those in the civil service. And when some of them say system now is slow. System now is slow. Scarce as a co. Now, especially in the ministries, local government institutions. Stimulate IGF, internally generated fund. That's what they are really trying to sort out now. And let me just tell you, maybe I don't need to go there. But we have various sources.
No, at this stage you have you have demonstrated some courage. It don't require. Keep telling us what actually.
We don't need to divulge every information, but I would say that there were various sources that they are assessing the functioning of government, especially in the way it finances its policies that it implements. Generally, across board, and we look at the ministries. We look at the district assemblies, we look at the municipal assemblies, and we know this cannot do no income. We facts from the ground.
Okay.
From officers are almost
a little clarification. Dr. Machi Boatin, who can say free senior school challenges here why specialty cray? You went further to make a comparative analysis of your days in Norway and how Norway has offered equal opportunity and possibly equal access to a year Ubi Open School, except to say, Womo are given the incentives at the onset to enable them go to school, but ultimately they pay back to the state and then student loan not assemble. But then Obi people say they can't free senior high school at the secondary level. So why would you want to draw the tertiary level Norway, and then use that as a basis to more or less shut down the secondary free senior high school in Ghana?
Like I belong facility to cover all levels of school of the academic distance. Anytime UGD said for one or another reason, you need any financial support to continue with your education, especially especially at the senior high school level, to be our community. With me as a day student, who are accessing some school or some other community, and it's never going to boarding facilities are bedding no parents. So you rely on the same loan facility. And just the student loan facility that is made available for people in education at all levels of society. Appears to be SHS from over university loan it's nothing to write home about. People are almost challenging homes. We know we're all students at the universities of Ghana. We know the challenges that some of our colleagues go through. We have a terrible issue, even with the collection of the loan here. In the way the state decided not to work at some levels. It is but you need a EBR on the ground to take these monies back. There's no incentive. Students, why? Because we can't take them back. Why? Because we can't create jobs and job opportunities for students. And then I can say any faith in the system. So these are all, look, ADAKABRI, Ghana has struggled. But when it comes with the agenda, that really give people hope. We want to see some basics on the ground. You can't do everything in 8 years.
Okay,
it's not possible.
Now, young other areas. So, Dr. Machi Boatin, lecturer at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and Train and Komui. Now, Nina and so say, ne, Yakotua Bar, government of Nana Danko Kufuado, under the guise of MPP, and Yadia Umbitimi Edin Kunim. no ana yeji mu nkyire mu a yato yebo ase ye kase so doc wo se ahokyere abo man mu ahokyere na how is it measured anase ayese ye nyina na ahokyere has there been any empirical evidence ya measure when they say ne ho akyere no
ADAKABRI nanu ye eto abano de buy petrol war abano de buy just yesterday by taxi no Kumasi so mu check akra I mean tested over no ho papa no boa onye me petrol boy ina ni babia na wo ina ni babia na akwakosi akachifo a omo nim die petrol nsem no so apie any o minor bidding komo ama ya hu te na hu hia din fi atutu petrol no ekusi babia akotui aban betimi atu anamon fufuru bia ba wi ni fi mo ya tu ADAKABRI petrol bo no ko ha no any evidence na ade ahokyere aba no afa abiani bo ho afa bibia obia timi ye physical sem ho economic activity okwa akotwa abiani bibia ho ye bia
it ahifo na so mo ho kyere wo mo
ani ba kwa bitana ka bibu no ka so Kumasi ha say no Kumasi for your mo so mo ye nti o mo ntimi nkasa demo ukọ emiamia enyumenyuma mu and seven hour mo ka on the ground abetro ahokyira aba ADAKABRI ahokyira ni ensikasem ebuo ewo sem tua ema bibia esese efa sika ho akosoro unuma wo ye sika de obetu ubotom nso empagya minim ADAKABRI ayi omanma kasem no aba pagya mu ana aba ahyase atua ne die ya hyase omanma ahyase atua petrol no ewo ebo no akwakodu asade no aba ani petrol bo no nhye dan hia ma ye so a afi dem no ehia asamtintin bia government appears to be taxing people much more than government is doing for them. Interestingly, some require who government consumption and control. Interestingly, some require areas are government consumption. And then the last one was an attempt to add to the pressure on the consolidated fund. In our government consumption, in our control. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. The world on one interest here about 6,000 issues was really terrible. But you had to keep quiet and listen to him. Any rationality behind Sunday, I'm going to walk down and say this SSSR facility, no, that they ever. But generally, a government consumption pattern, meanwhile, the citizens' ability to also generate money, ensure that the element of taxes.
And the way hunting now say your Mahama property.
And maybe in Zambia, not Dr. Babia Kano, or reacting says there wouldn't need a buy more until the fat and assembly be hono. Yana a strong conchain, say, or a buy more. Summary, we don't need to listen to Dr. Babia, but we need to look at the situation on the ground and really tell exactly what is happening. And then we come to an understanding, say, there's a big difference between rhetoric and performance. There's a big difference between vision and what Plato calls political wisdom. The ability I will bet media translating your far-sighted vision into reality. In most cases, in simple terms, I'm saying it is easier said than done. The gap is here for all of us to see. Hey.
So, in effect, you are just about suggesting, say, Dr. Bawumia hasn't performed, though.
ADAKABRI, he's tied to the performance of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Definitely, the performance is low.
The performance is low.
That was so be what has been delivered so far.
kasa no was through bebree there ye deliver, but then it appears to say Dr. Bawumia so and we potential flag bearer of the MPP and potential president of the Republic.
There's a challenge. There's a huge challenge. The issue of credibility is going to be a major issue for him to deal with. He's tied to the fortunes of the current, system. He can't divorce himself from it. The issue of credibility. Who is going to listen to him? What is he going to tell Ghanaians? I'm leaving it there.
That's why na dear na Dr. Bawumia beka na why na betie no. Why would you want to say this?
ADAKABRI just here didn't come out. So we said my church
but you would want to clarify for me, say. You even had a short notice, say, we no bekasa, na ye new planning bibia ahead.
I know we did this at here for the very 2 months. The casa already swatched. Then we know a crime is when you be the big who said, the same way I did. And young one say free, will be deserved me. Now, no. I'm how President Mahama fishing. Now me already station in a dinkoma. The might be cause say President Mahama cry. Or person about Abraham or person chicken obey. And this was different because you might be who you take. I want already no bank me head up beside to be a who be beside. I put it out. So if I'm saying what I'm saying today, over that year I'm being myself. My intellectual self.
Inti Dr. Bawumia, you are saying say all credibility issues.
ADAKABRI so be tell me power asompa mu a so fast point to you can see power man.
Deal with credibility.
Me na make a true.
O kasa e die mpo no obeka. Na hwan mpo ne betie no.
Yes.
Eye temporary. Obetimi a redeem no ho ana.
I don't know. No, you see, Angela from Kumasi. We are a student of comparative politics. Now, we share politics in Southeast Asia and Africa in terms of development. Generally, Southeast Asia, almost as after the Second World War, countries like Japan. And Japan's experience, and I was shared with several Southeast Asian countries, including South Korea. And MANSO assistant on my bravo. Interestingly, African countries became independent after the Second World War. Effectively, date in only 1960. Generally for black African countries. And the fortunes, the way that career better than the can be so comparatively as a Southeast Asia in terms of time, periodically. You're more your homody. You're more your homody. The Usha or how Bena, yes, yeah. The quite Bena, Southeast Asians, almost fast, almost as a star, or more abrabum. A Buama Unyan Tia, be fat or how I be mine. Yafum. Good one. Now, a Kobase, we are attached so much to a particular government. And the fortunes, I said it here. The majority of Ghanaians are not satisfied with your outcome. Some baby, Baba can't know which my
Oh, say Bia na o play second to the flag bearer, and for that matter, if he's left on his own, he could unleash on one talent. And
we did not forgive President Mahama. We will not forgive him tomorrow.
Oh, see, I'm fine, Chama. Abdi de botechi no one de beboba.
ADAKABRI, one who can't penny for us among my bonopo. This
I just said, dear the ma John Mahama or your prophet.
What was that same way? No,
There be me busa wono. What can the failings of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia? But rather, are you suggesting that the failings of Akufo-Addo
It may be a term. Some of the lectures like about medical criminal or the cancer say we near by more which me I can be a honey academic reaction to governance. The assessment by academics, people like me, of people in government.
It is a wunya by more. Ubeki can be a keke, but when you are confronted with the reality of government, I feel nabi was a session.
A honey someone. And I can be a near could face the country people appear. In near could we are dead afraid. Dead afraid of these people affecting the rest of the Ghanaian society.
Now, would you want to spare some few? Would you want to spare some few?
Is justified. Their call is a call on government put in place to face the country to do just that.
Normal and justified.
To that.
Normal and justified.
Yeah.
Would you want to spare some few seconds on circumstances that has brought about the First Lady of the Republic returning allowances and then cautioning say allowance be maybe no one.
Like I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the legalities of Anamona and other Bantu. I come from a position, say, from the time President Rollins, it is not President Kufuor who started it. President Rollins, at this answer, say, you go First Lady, or minor share woman. Almost who didn't answer say, almost formalize this answer, say, At the same time, Sanchez say, find justification in the cultural tradition of Ghanaians and Africans. We need to take care of our elders. Indeed, from that time to date, Ghana, my understanding, and to me, it stands. Say a jitu. It has tended to say, I'm sorry, Sanchez say, that will be from 2017 to date, a jitu. Implicit or explicit, a jitu. Indeed, so what Jit says, if he not about a kunyaso, ever turn there. Also, openly to say, no, yeah. The question of giving it back today means nothing to me. It amounts to nothing. It doesn't change anything. Your real position. And Plato talks about the real reality. Your real position relative to this issue. I am not saying be a man. A whole values I want to as an individual. Wow, any dear, we are mine. So we did an answer, so Jesus can as I'm an answer. If you send it back today, it's late.
Such a much of watching. Such a much of watching will bring some so. Hey, Nadia Nabel.
But I can't speak like any other person. I have to speak
like yourself.
I have to, otherwise,
from your innermost self.
Otherwise, common.
Analysis,
I can't do any other analysis. I mean, I said, this is the whole thing.
Such surprising to the extent that you are showing courage. It can they watch you pass such a much watching? A much watching? And legality no na
taking the money back amounts to nothing.
Right. Do you finally, do I ask, do you see something slipping from the hands of Nana Akufo-Addo?
ADAKABRI Professor Dubois. Or could be far politics in Ghana. Evolution and change. Become home in character training in a year. The criticism of Kwame Nkrumah is caving. It be Nkrumah surrounded himself with people who were not prepared to be sincere with him.
GBKBK for no.
We did this and Nona Ama and never slip it out of the hands of Nana Akufo-Addo. I can't understand why that 20,000 allowances, salaries. I can't understand why if free the office of the president. The call baby a call say or they can't committee, the presidential committee now after emoluments of Article 71 office holders. So or they can't hold lawyer for now who say constitution no procedures are obeyed to me to Sana Mono. A master in the whole one. A legal procedures. You don't need to be a lawyer to understand this. Article 71, Article 108. And Yamane Dahope Article 71 of the Constitution of the Fourth Republic of Ghana outlines these holders, mention them by name. Offices. It mentions the offices. Now we shall report of the committee now. Report of blah 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 on article. I think it is of Article 71 holders. Interestingly, report to know talks about Alza emolument. And they Article 71 holders as we speak at ADAKABRI.
It will be say
a report was given to us by a professor
who is supposed to know.
And all the other people there, apart from the secretary, are PhD holders. What happened?
A slip.
What do you mean by slip?
An oversight.
Your integrity is called to question now.
Oh.
I mean, you could be a professor by your academic, whatever. But your ability to serve society becomes a different thing.
Let's just say,
idea to any one of them.
A basic ancestor, Womo Crano, Edibeshim.
Only the locals to deal with that issue. The committee could only deal with existing Article 71 holders. Good heavens. And what is happening to Ghana? And why should we go through
this? Young fancy, na. Say akoba say John Kufuor so be kaye a brebi can say ya na yemfa politics as a vocation entry aboase ensua ade em prepare ye ho yenko training on say it's a 6 match bi no be can say Ghana for mrante ne mabawa no wo mo ho kwan na omo undergo training such that omo ebetimi aye de say ye nah.
You're talking of professors. You're talking of PhD holders.
I said that
were they affected by the politics of the day? I teach political science. First, you will hear me, Papa.
I said,
Some journals spoke of a culture of silence. Do we really have it in Ghana?
Did we agree on it?
The committee that worked on this, were they affected by the culture of silence?
When brother Frey war more, say political larges.
What?
No, I don't know. So tell me about the son and near proposal our job in secondary school.
Let me entertainment prefect. Let me per nickname be the I want you. And I'm a puzzle hate.
Uti puzzle hate.
Catch if you don't know what to do.
Oh. Pose near friend a redo. I pose is a redo. As I not to teach him so. Just say, Obi has sent me messages there. There's a pose on Susan 1 minute to cry. Nah. Be yourself. Me what for say manager so could job in secondary school so you Danny Hall prefect. At least now me wo a year if you just near no a year entertainment prefect and na me wo a year job in near no year Danny Hall prefect. Ada ya dia na oji wani pa na onimasa.
ADAKABRI ene nya mrantia no ni mi hia so a omo fa no fo. Ina me ka tro
So, I'm not sure I'm fanful. And the doc, you better was say now at a later stage, you book appointment, you know, come on wide-ranging issues. Why, in the views of many political pundits, suggesting say power is slipping from the hands of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Yeah, there was a right. Dr. Amachi Boateng and Nakasan on Facebook, no Rex Yorson on Facebook. Neat 100.9 on Facebook. I say well on point. I am happy to hear such bold and courageous lecturer to speak on our problems today. Never again should we go for an artificial government. Mano Bat Stephen, ADAKABRI, please ask him for me that. Can he tell us any particular president time that things were being reduced in Ghana here? Chief is, I think, is talking emotionally. And Stephen Manoba or the free Pantine Village at the Baye. Wafake from No Plan Station on Facebook or say, Ma Lodina Mahama, please, Ghanaians need our money. And also the Baye. Manoba Stephen Noah Susubi must say, they are unhappy of free secondary schools because Nanado and Baumia are marching poor people's children with their children. That's all. And or the Baye. Emmanuel Kuyama on Facebook goes, good afternoon, Mr. ADAKABRI. Please tell Dr. Amache that he should stop throwing dust in people's eyes. I want to believe he wanted to join the people who want the free high school system to collapse it. If that is the case, then I'll be disappointed in him. Mr. ADAKABRI, please let the man understand that lies cannot bring the NDC back to power. Ghanaians are wide awake to this deception from academia. Manoba Stephen comes back and then says, please, doctor, the money we are using on free senior high school now was sharing to Ghanaians or what? Emmanuel Kwekuyamwa tell the man that he should go and join the NDC because he's intellectually dishonest. But you are coming here, also when real people and food soldiers make political power happens for their various party, then you have cowards, greedy bastards, and empty talkers like Dr. Amachi Boateng degrading their hard works with their empty talks. Samuel Abe, Vice President Dr. Baumia is the best Ghana has had ever. Abefi Banale Listowell. Good afternoon, ADAKABRI. As usual, I'm watching you live from Antwa Adesana, and I really love this program. Antwa Adesana Funyina Yechiamu. Eric Dankwa, ADAKABRI, solid show. Regards to Honorable Frank Anodompre and our incoming MC of Nsoma Duajiri, Emmanuel Ousu Arthur. Lillian Akosuya Bediakon on Facebook Live was saying, please, what has happened to the Marine Drive Development Plan? JM started for the youth. Ghanaians ask these questions and their supporters report you to Facebook to restrict your account. And now, Odiaba. Yanko na yanko share womo susa womo de efa WhatsApp no so inti WhatsApp no 0506000909 also saying enoke saman kese also the MPP most achievement so far is corruption, lies, propaganda and paper economics. They should get serious and fix the country. Ghanaians are suffering. And what didn't she as mama DJ Bro? Na Sami Buache and also or the free is a man kissing. All what we are looking for is that Madame Lodina should do needful thing and allow cash out. Yeji yeji. And or they abba. Wasi wafa. Mahmoud, good afternoon. But please, I want you to ask Emolument Committee for the ordinary citizens that when are they going to add the unemployment citizens to their emolument? Because it seems they are cheating the unemployed in the system. Why should you add more money to your account while some citizens don't? Let's all stop the greedy and selfish and childish habits. Nana Bwaji, Tema Lagoon Clinic. Wafa, please ask Dr. Amachi, did he benefit from the 1 year water and light for free? Ask him, is he receiving allowances from the state? And what is the big surprise if MPP lose election? Will the world end? He should stop childish comments. Is the same. Nobody is listening to Dr. Amachi. Wafa Mahmudu, please can you tell him Nana Bwaji from Tema is telling him all his reasons are childish and without wisdom and solutions? Wafa, original Pozo Hayes is different from the Pozo Adichamso. Tommy Redu Nana me make out. Tommy Redu Pozo. It is Tommy Redu. And na me make. I say good afternoon. My name is Daniel Egg from Usu. If I tell the man to return John Mahama's money to him, John Mahama can never be a president again. Never again. And na Osai Ede Ebaye. Na Mahmudu, tell Dr. Amachi that Nanado will surely win the elections if it's held today. Only that it will be a close margin. That's all. Abele Nwa. And na Odebaye. Abana Kantemanto. I say, Wafa, seriously, I disagree with the lecturer, and I think he's getting everything wrong. He shouldn't pretend that he's not aware of the damages COVID-19 has caused to global economy, including Ghana. I remember Wafa ADAKABRI advised Ghanaian youth to position themselves well and grab every opportunity President Akufo-Addo's government will bring forth, because no government will put money into a lazy man's pocket. So I'm very much surprised about what the teacher is, what he teaches his students and where his analysis is coming from. Hi, ADAKABRI. I'm disappointed in the Dr. Amachi's submissions from Free Senior High School to the extent of describing it as a terrible policy, and not everyone is qualified to go. I'm expecting him to offer ideas that will make Free Senior High School run more better. Students who perform poorly in exams in Ghana traveled abroad, continue education there because of available opportunities, and come out better people. After all, Gaddafi offered free education to Libyans, so that means Free Senior High School is possible if proper policies are put in place by people like him at Dr. Amachi. Running Free Senior High School down is unfortunately by him, Michael Asalaja. Ana ode efri ya, wade ebaye. Na Ankama Foster, Achim Ayiribi, wasi our First Lady, Madam Rebecca, and Second Lady, Madam Samira, have shown good leadership and great legacy, not received by any amount recommended by Professor Ntiama Committee. Ana ode ebaye. Wasi ADAKABRI. Good afternoon. I have an advocacy which I want you and Kwabena Mafu to help me with. It's about my mom and snakes. And I order by a baby brain yet me akin kind ye at yes ye. I say, Dr. Good ADAKABRI, the chicken have come home to roost. Dr. Amachi has shocked me this afternoon. Masha Dakra. Na onososo ode ebaye. ADAKABRI Mahmudu, tell the minority to advise those whose, come on, this is quite a mouthful, Uncle. You essentially want to say, minority should advise those who took double salary to refund it. We need baby, I go real idea. Uncle, I said, all we need is your Mahama. So please tell us something better. Why? And I say, good afternoon, NEET FM. Kindly explain to those demanding money from Lodina that Lodina didn't take salary. She took allowance. Allowance are legal to first ladies, but salaries are not legal to first ladies. Therefore, Lodina don't owe anybody don't owe anyone. Isaac Medina and or the free buy. Also, 2 people helped Nanado to win the election. EC boss and the man. Sami Yabu alumnava and or the free or the buy. I said, Doc, please, when did the dead goat resurrect? And was saying, divine manchet, and what the other, tutukini. Divine manchet, tutukini. I say, I love Doc for going straight to the point. He can be the independent presidential candidate for Fix the Country movement. MPP corrupt gangsters are under case. Rebecca Ekufu-Addo is a ping. Salary is different from allowance. She should be taught divine. It will be an only unreasonable person who will tell Lodina Mahama to refund allowances because First Lady has refunded her own. And even that is the case, then they should go and collect Teresa Kufuor's allowances first before Lodina. Mashek Asante, Abusukai. Or say allowances are permissible even for students on attachment for the Flagstaff House. But salaries itself attract social security and other allowances. Please, the two are not the same. Equalization. If it is a good policy, let's accept and move forward. But it's not, let's say so. And Adebaye, mystic wonder inside and Soma Duajiri. The Nanado Dr. Bawumia-led government has failed Ghanaians woefully and are known talkatives. Those who want Lodina Mahama to pay back her allowances should go to court and spare our ears with the cacophony. Dr. Amache has said it all. Cost of living is unbearable, prices of goods and services are skyrocketing, and the center cannot hold. Fix the country now. Edna Ode Ebai. Well, Father ADAKABRI, good afternoon. I haven't. Okay. Right, Auntie. I'm matching extensive. I say, I want you to man. Na prison high school a terrible policy. Yan tutuni ye na yenye sika kura mfanye. Nyasi yakotua bana. Nana Danko Ekufu-Addo. One Dr. Bawumia MPP no. Yan tuwa ba mfama womo. Dr. Bawumia on his own po unity or credibility issues. What are your thoughts? Freya na Dr. Amachin Sama Walker. Yes, yakotua bana. MPP enwini. Prison high school terrible policy. Na Dr. Bawumia our credibility issues. With me afraid 0302 243540 0302 243540 and I say 0302 257902 0302 257902 na intie the other beba. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ADAKABRI.
Na continue.
Continue ADAKABRI.
Mapa miente we.
ADAKABRI. Na so amati water kano every before so mugwa. Some say boa, ya for this me to abandon ehwe. Some so boa, no mu twanda fa. Mo ye for box me so na to aba. ADAKABRI, me ko ya de papa. Me ko kanu ya de papa. Musa ADAKABRI, you ko papa na ma mi ka sam kitwa. Na asam tu ba yanka. Bakundo asam ben no wonka, on come yen place. ADAKABRI, Missy MPP for me to get to my travel. Then for ballot boxing so then to a ballot yen share. And then the president went to a cafe and to a bar. It's all coming in share. The Quacker someone say yes. ADAKABRI, may I to do a resort
0302 243540. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, now come to say.
Alankash mientio.
Afama mete na shampama ona ku Abubakar Sadiq Boniface. Ana maji na Alan ojo chamantin papa baby awo bi akif say na mi sha de ma pa enele. Na fa o she some doctor Becca, from baby Menina, and once a man wire than a cradia. But you give me Nasum Cata, Sabio, the doc, Canina, and Ukraine. Ocean to your papa, Sabio, Ghana Hanum, a young one of our phone. And no one, Nana, Abadanko, who was Yadia as a brother, and that you who sampa. Mo brother for asama ya na asama nti Ghana tika ya test prayer money ya oil sika no on fan konko dianua e wo chrem on fan kwaya nkompa amwo muntu nkobo pina no wadi ba ya free education ama Ghana ni ba dia of not doing that form of person osua dia na no mo akotan etem kunto ade plan my recruit ani na bushia no obeti akwa nimdia anu ne adem papa na adodankwa enti sa million ID to for na Dr. Mateka menene nyadri na anyadri chna yam fan to tia papa mpangu kwa na Ghana mfane ntuma pensa na Ghana bedi ya tabio eyewu wadi case eni wunim dia ubesua wodi babbo bra ama Ghana mpuntu agoso medasi unika minya jimofa
na 0302257902. Good afternoon.
That's over.
Now, Patrick Frost.
Over all passing Prof. Choconil.
Now, Ponsa Mintiwe.
Over my boy, Basuni, my dear, the woman, Ganya, Mishra, Michi, and Pipi, Abango, Yabidi. Over Canada, Baby, will be a public young. Over Metia Doctor Amachi Bre Mano. Mimi over me when he said, now you know, over maybe when it's on one side. Just COVID that out a countries be brave come. Obi a bit more chill on Bogana Basso. Papa in Koami, who's with Jam baby a bob. MPP Abanya Basso da. Just free SHS Yofa, Abba, and Yafu, Germania Kobe. Offer. No offers me and no more benefit. I call for care of first cover in Colombian son. Then your mere papa decided we are back. Offer so be a sober school. Offer as since what chose go because I could only school. Offer for so will be Yamo. And no crash who yes, Utimico soldier, Utimico police, Utimico dressing custom. Now offer papa the idea we are back. Anyway, by no what else you offer, and this is a school in Europe. Say you go say, often Cassania Fresh, yeah, and Kakolami, you don't discover no way. A corner number classes and one drum and a quart here, make us say you because maybe a one. Often Cassana better, Benjamin Adum. I buy Papa Bamo the free says Abba. I'm planting for food and job Abba. Not go Abba, not say offer. Obi drum baby sa Ghana yet denti and face of a music and no credit on me because yet former President Mahama do so almost 5 years. It's a no near pay. Now what that's for yet me was a Mr. Corti, a your friend of a unisoy or your organizer. Not the Bianca and Casanate light in the glass and Cobedian ato credit in pool at the Afro radio. Oh, and of a young one another basso, no I be of any Yamia do am that
0302243540. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ADAKABRI.
Now, Patrick Frost.
Your friend Hassan.
Hassan, be way.
Me chairman, Asamba Coupe, no Kaya Miliati. But what can it but Yana for it. Because you can't really say, oh, another fool. Oh, sometimes, you might be put out or not in TRC. Misleading this and everything, but one would two from Papa, when one would two, if you know, one of my being at the form. To the buyer, two free. Around him, people say, or be more educated one. Yes, but another door was fine. And also fighting inside that. What is one kind of this year? In Kaidam Koban, the same side before you, never the before you. I'm a quite old. So, whatever for, or be a little treasure, I like a man if you don't see it. Jimmy, you can't be a million yards. I never could, you can't say. Uma sana na bibi sheni mai kana mini ya bibi kana ni ya bubu
0302257902 na Dr. Machi Boatin o say na ho kire any terrible free scenario school say yan tutu ni yenti no se yesi ye to aba MPP bedin kugo na Dr. Muhammad Bawumia our credibility issues na hwampo ene betie di obeka na die mpo ene obeka. Good afternoon. Hello. 0302243540. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah, for saying. Ajami enti we.
Dr. Boy Amachi Boatin baby na academia no mo keka nyame bi ma yen aya ko ye ho kire to person wo say to abani na mahama be wini yesa na mahama no ada je ne tia baby wa na
wan kasa mahama be wini o se Kufuado ene MPP ebe lusu.
Okay, na any omo se constitution no be you I 6 months here. Why would you say 4 years? Yeah, she is a president. No, Ghana, and now, oil 2012, no. Yeah, a GDP 14%. No, Yahweh. Mohammed refused to 2017, not a GDP. I have 3.6. Okay, because you're going then you get a president here, and you're coming here. The country is a problem with Ghana. Now, if you have to get that, who will do? I will be a motion. Share a main BBC news. Share a German news network. More than 80 people. Or more advanced through. Now, what do you look at? And then to about a very good yes, we are going to be every maybe not if you are now, I won't show where a point you do anything. Why? And if you get a doctor said, and Tamra now or Mokasa in Equi, and to say, yeah, you was me. Now you're more part of what we did about COVID in the process. If we are seeing, the fire to the free white, and more soon to us.
0302243540. Good afternoon. At your first saying. Hello. The background. Line and me and Naso. Good afternoon.
Hello.
At your first saying. Abed me into way.
Me patrol. Me be bisa Fikana almost Rodina Van Brown. Into na office Canberra. Adaka.
Me minimum.
Oh, Mr. Ghana for the why? Yeah, I need to form a yeah, oh, mem. Why?
Yes, yeah, there was a pa 0302257902. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ADAKABRI.
Papa Pacha Frosting.
You did the savior.
Savior, me and you.
And then first time I'm after I mean, I'm follow and if I do my to be always here. Now, if I gonna shake too much, gonna shake. Be a more for so and I will send me 5 city, will send me 10 city, then for to get it. My shade do. Yeah, but I'm keeping my wife some nice.
0302257902. Good afternoon. Hello. Jinaye kakrana esa. Me and you, you're frozen.
I'm back to phone.
Folk abna, me and you.
You Papa, I do my way. because of by right.
Oh, F4 to phone papa. F4 to phone papa. Good afternoon.
Awesome.
Pacha for Sapani.
A premier question kwa.
Nana kwasi akuya mo amientie we.
Ni akyenye. Wọ́n sẹ́ ọmọ ayẹ professors ní ọmọ akó school education no. Ọmọ nsẹ́m kan no different no. Na nka adakabere nka te sẹ́ ebiri bi na ọka bi sẹ́ wọ́n asase wọ atim area hɔ. Na wọ́n deɛ nka bọ̀ mọ́ ní amufo bi a wɔte area hɔ a na brabo wọ́n nya obiara mmoa no wɔ na brabo na adakabere bisa no sɛ amamu obi te sɛ. Ɔno so nka nkyerɛ o. Adum bi na adum ye numa ye won kurase no na nadu na yakopɔ yina maye nti omo professors ne de enema bi o mo fa so di nye sika bi wo mamu asese nkoyie ma omo nti no omo fensa mamu
quite unfortunate professor for no. Good afternoon.
ADAKABRI.
Thank you, Nampacha for saying.
Acho Evans me.
Hey, Asama Evans, me into way.
Yeah, Nampacha what to say.
Obo dia da Roma yetiaso.
Yo, me fa what fi dey suntia jata cement mpanimfo ina Mestre Ghana for. Say yenya made in Ghana. Ya omonto jata cement. Mebra. Me say nana ba yi nyoma bebre wo ba ya de. Free education you see. Maybe first mode of Embrakwa district. First, we school. Sika one here, you don't go. And so you cocoa. Meaning, say, who a cocoa farmer. Nipa hina ne ya scholarship. Yes, he says Sika no that time, they are called the 3 Northern region. Now, they are command. And now, one free education, Oko parliament, as a not necessary, or bro for our mocha. In another one, you know, my baby. Emo me ma de strane se nipa na agbo awon aye di won ba power no obia nyamoa nye won futin ya na won ba power nti won kai ke binum na de won kwato ho na won ba power nti so won come 2024 dia won kai won agbo awon adakabere me das.
Yes, you was 0302 243540. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Papa.
I'm Pacha for saying.
Didn't Joseph Kasafri Magina.
Joshua Mientiwe.
So that's not my power. Now, yeah, make you really say, yeah, Prof Baka, Nina, Tanete, and name is Taxi Devil, said okay. Taxi Devil, I shot in them for a Macani 4. I'm almost short to a quam, I'm Koto, Petru. So, man, and easy. Na the American say me that mean say MPP for there enya amambo papa bia no mbado eya krono ne za mambo na no mo ya mo aju say mbabo say omo be this cano na omo yi kakra mo say omo aboa o say do ka say free education enka ya papa na onum say o pesca di wo mti o waju a o de be ya na wabu na wa mo crutches say o fanante on na aboa one na bu na yo na wa start to crutches abro na wa ka tell say wa boa pa because wa to crutches amo ta mambura no de te Ghana ha enu na ma Ghana ye bre na me ka ase Ghana for say the prof kai na ba mi ade menim obi anya ma obegina di kwa so ba kwa kwato abama no na NPP kwa omuto aka nipa ba ko so ba wi ne kwa om de ba ma alan nti ande won forget it that ba mama His Excellency, Professor Zen said, "Oh no, want to mean Yashi or MPP and the correct do until one United Free Presidential winner. Let them the year I do, Mamma, and the same thing on the Bayano. It has made my power.
0302 257902. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
At your first saying. Me and you.
I'm going to power. Mamu, the fire the outside here, then I down. We are first lady, I know. ɛne sekɛlɛ bi ayɛ no obiara ni hɔ n'ani si yɛ yi ɛsɛ dɛ hu obiara a ɔbɛhu sika mi mu a ɔbɛkasa me saa de kɔba wonim sɛ yɛsɛ mɛbɔ n'abɔso no yɛ ɛyɛ ɔmampanin bi a anaasɛ first lady bi a nka ɔbɛka sɛ ɛne last time a ɔkɔ bi nkyɛn nyɛ nim sɛ nana ade ɔkɔ ɔma bio ɛnti nka ɔbɛma wɔdeɛ sɛ sika no deɛ kaketua ne ka no ɔbɛtua ne yere mu ka nti wei bɛka ma paa obi a na-efosi vota menye obi a metu anakɔ one time sɛ magya nana ade paa badeɛ ne yere yɛyɛ no ɔmahu sa mpa papa no ɔmo ɔte mama nipa na deɛ mɛhyɛ wampanin so ne sɛ sɛ ne ɛso aba no maa no yɛhyɛ no yɛma a free the country no nyinaa starte yɛ ne yɛ rain na ɔfoyɛ no rain na ɔkɔfoyɛ no ɛtu agyegye sɛ ɔmmra bɔnten ɛyɛ mistake ne baayɛ ɔmɛfa atɛw na asɛmfa no asɛm nkɔ because yɛma de sɛ nka free the country demonstration no kobi but then it is anything asa ama and mo nyam no yede bank akanga currency dey make sure me say ono dey on abonten na make sure say mistake na buy e bi sibie na tempa na tem ne dey enko mahmud me da say
you 0302243540. Good afternoon.
ADAKABRI.
Acha Frosing.
About your phone.
Yo, me into your phone.
ADAKABRI. The crowd expected this kind of thing. Ghana phone now. Because ADAKABRI, and yet Ghana happen to say you. But we share NDC. The chabu, the transit they say, plenty of Ghana. Now, according to they say Ghana na transit. Ghana no say crowd ya practically. Yes, sir. Because share ADAKABRI petrol. What we say? That's the traders be on with the same program. Almost fleet, no, mutual $3,000. And then Ghana, they say I'm moving $8,000. Oh, because of COVID. And she said, we will be now, now with the Ghana, and I say, we are seeing how they say, what you say? Now, ADAKABRI, my name is so, and this is what they say, how they say. Say, and this is about meow, tell now. And this is for we are what about me about Mobelusu, what the alarm about Mobelusu, and ADAKABRI president. Say, one of you go ball, Potokoni has go baller. As if we never catch a Kotoko for say, one party away and to Polumana. Say, one person we need to about me and the Bebao. Sala, the Bebao, and then and this is what they trace, and your power in black. ADAKABRI can say, eh, or my penny, you know, carried on with Yamamo. ADAKABRI, the architect. Yense aduma o mampeni akufado yiri ye aduma to mama yiri suba yo ne suba ye Ghana se aduma ma mi we enye ba Ghana hospital NGO se ni mo library no artist nafi o mampeni to yiri ye mi ta de no che pai no che makayo fo se bia bo so ye bi che pai makayo fo anti ye hu se ma mi ko ko di Ghana ni ye ni na ye ni ye di na tem ye de Ghana.
Yes, you had to say 0302257902. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mienti away.
We did it, Richard. We got it down.
Right, mienti.
Meno ADAKABRI. We don't do it. What about you? Never think this anything. I'm gonna represent Tiamwa. Or the committee, no parliament for no. And it's no one as you know. One time, you have to do. I don't see what's so. I know it's a social and only. At Naba, parliament. The time that I know, all the car, but you say, Ghana, I was away. I just walk. Well, sometimes I do Ghana for money, you move, Ghana, you don't want to see a name. But I never say, say for a month, I didn't do that. I started my press conference. 200. I started my press conference. What the government is one for president. You know, we have to 71. I don't want to
good afternoon. 0302243540. Now, Yenti also. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Mpacha Frosing.
Oh, me Pacho ADAKABRI, me Pacho me Emmanuel.
Imam Yenti away.
Pacho me das pa me chia what you phone now so. I mean sure on my pa Obama my Ghana. Me Pacho Professor no. Mon catch say
sika bia waji wo edis fo bia on fa command because what na mamu na say ade ekoso hu a ade papa ekoso hu dia na wo be ka science mo yi dia but so enfa kwem kura that's it na me sure
0302257902 and 0302243540. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Ofa.
Yes, when you're frozen here.
Ofa, where would you Baba go peja? Me demo dome.
Hey. Minty away.
Ofa, and anyway, the obo etuma. Na me fancy more de amakane kwa joda moa. Na me ncheweza kwa jopoku. Ofa, no question Ghana, Kenya botre, and for moment penny. And the first lady, second lady, Nara. Na share Ghana no mo babe to na. Former President John Dramani Mahama jade to ona. Ofanenya sam kitwa. And the first time na de, man penny de to nema. The second time Ghana for your mom pie nenya bishemu de bia ebe fine. The first lady, second lady, asam say best Ghana for. Mama for no more boy tuma. If you know about training for mom, so almost salary no mom pay alawana ko mu di sika bre. The minimum set no mo di abana. Lodina Mahama so enche bia ne de na mkwan so de beba. E me de abo man ho na mo man ga na ye kra beso. Enti o fan wie de me di besi anu obi aso
0302257902. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello,
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The champion macho.
Champion macho, me too.
I'm chow papa wabutuma and every papa. The Americans are I'm in chow boss Kimpo as go to papa. The Americans say you can say papa now other can say you can say them one baba to about MP to no. The Americans say papa no only omo the day omo juma sabi omunya Papa will buy when you name the wire, open them as carrier market. Mother will be one of the market and the Macufado. About them when you are Mawita. Sukuna Yapono, Yapoda 50 million, 20 million. And then come upon now will be at 20 million. Open to market yourself. And then open for home office, Omona, education, Omuko practice, Omuko, Yapale, Omuche Capre, and so Musora, Mabakata, Abana Yade, and so Abana, I'm not going to put now school free, education free, like a young education now, like a young member, like a Panisa, yet office, yet it's in the local Abano, Abogana Papa. I'm school like a first or Yeniba, and to go school, Mega, Yeniba school, and a woman and a school, and the Yenayama, and I'm guessing. Only you go to
0302 243540. Good afternoon. What's your first name? Catch me into you.
Ayo, Mr. Kemunti, my memory tell me, Mr. Minia, until no corner yam, and say, and that's what you do, you and Tiana. There was a same to them and moving, no better say, somewhere you can sit a fool who make your muka or hospital, young, a young fool, or pay for the permanent degree person. Let me step in previous. What the pussy can contribute to the store, and yeah, form a school food, come say, the sea and photography, you know, to capture the school frank as a teacher, friend, one minute, Chocolate, that's a Colano, and the next one, 1 minute, Troa, and yen sitting over top problem. Last year, October, you know, train about Kumpung, and then for me, but the day of a popular so back a year. What are they? I just know fact that the canoe and 50
no so baby break ma na he find what that who person wey see the police ni it's a perform wa be kind of crass ko acting from keke ko china and come say college ni yen tunan kasa no omubi omunya edmanu bi na mu ke cha o femi hu so ni o mo kan yampa omu na ba omu na fi so mo kan kware o iti de dia na bi di yan kan kware ya be ha gele o ya me di ba
0302 243540 na yentie dia won so ode eba. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Pacho mi yentie we.
Pacho e femi bonzi ni fefi awushi.
Yentie un.
ADAKABRI. Only NDC for you. Ebe kra na o show your president yo. E tuma president na o ye na yo mu fe. E se adebe pa na baba ile ya ebe ye NDC for fe. Won o ma kasa sa edi ye president yo ye minister. E ko wan dibida. Mahama obeye MP Ojisika or ye vice minister we nya waji ni ile kwa ba ye olun allowance waji won o ma katama ye first lady o si sika yi munje won munje so a o mo se o pa ye be interest nkan ho ade o koji loan enya loan me ka de o koji loan na no try interest won and this for ikra de be pa na ho mu power kaka o mu pa ba na power bo o mu mba o mu forget
right, and 050 0302 243540 in a final course on Nafino. Yamra Metras and Yamra cholesterol homes and some said the city. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
At your frosting.
Anything you want.
Into your way.
The more I'm asking my family.
It was it.
The only time I moved, on Penny of the father, what I'm asking is my father. And then he has said, as a Ghana for a number three. Because that's a Osha, Muhammad 10. Now, for J, what's our bank interest rate 34%. And they will connect 25%. Now, what is the two home as a Oka Muhammad move a change? A good father be out now. One doesn't mean you know, but I want to remember as a taxi driver, I'm here to I'm here to my you know, supposed to live while being there. That's an first and all, Nanka, to me, never before you know, and funny pop. And Kawajina, Nanka, boys, we are saying, job for the boys. Omugu, church room, no matter cross or not, or my lot kill. Over car, and I would have for jail 1.5. And cover the answer. And then I never found out that says I will take you over. Will be able to say, stop our hotel, what's in the other day, a funny pan and alcohol. And then I have $14 to be a can you understand? Uncle, so I won't be able to I say, I can't fix the country as well. I said, come on, I can't fix the country. No, I don't just there. That's in your all yet. The air can say, all my institutions in the ADAKABRI wouldn't say. Oko en police station ta wora na ko hwe ekwanya e bo de timamofo e faswa the only tika obi fun obeku so police station o be ka chawo say ka be case on patroni here the ni ko no ko no charge one time on akọ me ka say na me mo enyo mo nya na ga ebi mo report ma me ka say na me mo police for o mo ministry tabanto e sounds a lot o mo bo am fa me ko yen mi Abu Amu, and I'm going to 2 hours. I'm moving and I'm going to Mujamani for free.
Right, into finally, final caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
At Frosting.
Hey,
yeah, now what you saying? I'm the boss, you can crank quanta me, per 1 more by fat boss, you can crank quanta. Minya cram de Jumayama. Yaya also shooting class the idea away.
And Kameko Yamo to do. Say, my small program to go for Manakopra, and I'll probably be good. Yes, you could get Kamano. ADAKABRI, Matisse, me and Kato producer. I'm saying,
a weekend here by the following
but
a year on the 30th, 31st, and on the 1st of August. I was a cocoche. na panyini ko jame ye koko ekata echiri kra
yo yabebo butako na ye ye butako bako ala ko bala ka bindiri kai mame mo echa ifu na che elise de bia me kan se miri o Ghana ate uti mo huni usi nipa we de mo wa papa e bia na tisha mo wa kamunye police ebe suspiro no bi wa che obi that's my because and this name keeping this a wo because me hwe me nua asema e ma me tia ba ifu mi de bi ga oni ba asema wo kai boy yi ka sisi ese na ya titi da ba da ka wo fije su ya na amanfo ba o show me so na ya be kefo mo sisi abo na odi wa je papa saga no of one pp e di sa de kwa ko ma se Ghana for do one who say pp ye best because me kwa ya team that three time ko ba go so ka ya team mo sisi abo na bi ni e chimara fu bi ka so ko bi na mi oh sa na me nyina ne ya Ghana for na mo fo mo chiro mo ti da ba no ba ka da se ano e fat no ka no ayi o hwe ya ka mampani ene ne ri ne ti e ti ka ba da ka ne die ko ku ti dia ati como tia o ta ya odi ayi Ghana se como ye kwase ti Ghana for because we na mo ka reproduce to say na ye get da ya wan e ba ne den ena ubidoma parliament e ku pie wa mo jituma mo jotuma Ghana for se mo jituma mo fa ni ye ta debate kana mo because ne mo ko ma you say ye di pe o be ye di na ko ye bone o ye ko kan ji be jale sa because mo so bi di ka ba so bom patia o so ma na jire go so ko to fo ma wa so ma san kaye di na ko tu yi ye be stresse de po inform ko ta sin ko mu kimi class bi sa Ghana fo nyina nka be jiri se ADAKABRI se de mo po tiri no nka be to Ghana fa so nti America nyina ne se ye sre se mo MPP ko mo ba so be bo Ghana fo o mu kimi nyina nyina de on be yamba Ghana ni bia ho to do no ha to mo no bi fi se edeboa se ye be ka kire me se credit case nye ene ya saka je Ghana for so police and for police bi so ko fa phone na phone no wa nya bi aba bi so ko nya bi e be sre se no kwa di fa 100 bit mako e bit manya mu 30 ne just aba ne nya adwuma police ya ya se di pa be be ko mo pass obi so ko o be pass ene just aba ne nya adwuma nti sre se ye na me sre bi from MPP na di shi o gabo se collect be gina radio so obi yo to yo ene we nya fi e ku se ye nyina ye kasa enye nyina ye be party ni ba me di ba ne just we yo no hu se ni tapwa we be tell radio to na wa kaka di MPP ya se ko di NDC ya be se e na ye ya po ma mo fata di no mpo e fo ko mo ti parliament no ye hu yo mo ye ke be collect me ne mi ke bi collect me na pa ye ka abai na ya pa ye ka onya di pa ye ka ma me di NDC ya di MPP ya ni ya po ADAKABRI me show mo pa we
yo right nti yam hwe na bibia nti me enkoso emfama. Now we are going to talk about a dear benia a cholesterol. The cholesterol, no, a dear benia, a wahinipa, na yeni Dr. Edmund Arthur, and a ever church uncle. Now, cholesterol, no, ne papa ne bonnie, and then the Aussie it's me na in tie, na in Huano.
Tie oha extra punk no. Needs FM.
Efira, me watch you, Efira. Yes, on.
Machi o Efira. If you are making your so,
hey, Eura, and Fossa Mamsu, what? I buy for such yammy. Muyam no. Once what pay? Oh, what was he? With dear Memperson if you are become. If you are with your cross a bow. Mama Quasori, Eura Casroa, what? It was a so bad shower crab kumpo, Winya. Onipa da saniti mi koto this way chocolate drink. No na yire ne ma edi so ehia twabianom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yianom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende e rekore. Na fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma sora akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mese na dia ya late nso miyanki kabinje efiera ya wi ya kwasere bo fate ke efiera wuti fia se light bi no water bi ba wuntua bi wo bo asa sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba no
hwe me catch you play na play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi se me bufu a metumi ato bag mu a wate yeah fiewura we nko ade ma abunfu e koto mi
efiera fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA anhwe se adwodie nkratoe mo agye atum se eye
Utie oha FRIMPONG no. Needs FM.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiora, me mwachi o Efiora. Yes on.
Machi o Efiora. Efiora me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewura, enfase ma msu. Wati? E ba force search ya me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pese oni Efiora bekon. Eh, Efiora we dia ye kwa sori abo. Ewurade. Mo kwa sori. Ye papa ye. Ewurade ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kra ba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hia twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodeo. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma sora akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje Efiora ye wi aya kwasere body fate ke Efiora wuti fia say light we no water bi oba wuntua bi wo boa se sika na ne fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
hwe me catch we play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi say me bufu a metumi ato bag mu a wate yeah Efiora we nko ade ma abunfu me koto me
Efiora fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye
Needs FM Neo.
Right, I say, oh yeah, no pay from now. One will say, Evangelist Dina Asamoah, and Nakasa Sabri will say, and a fiada, Kutan Sabo Shomina, a woman, and it to Dunsia, a fee impined do no ebacon, just about 25 minutes to 4. Na Dr. Edmond Arthur, our ha, source, your first agronomy, and no baby, food science, and no baby, nutrition and dietetics. And it's a yanity asia. The fear then you know, jibre at the church, the yan see a boy one cholesterol, good and bad cholesterol. A dear cholesterol, yeah, the mind, or how many cholesterol between their brain, and maybe any of junior doc, Yamu Trassi. Now, Humpo at the side here. Mr. Domihoyapa, then Yamiasi, so me home a year. Na cholesterol, any day, I wouldn't nipa duanum.
Good, if I see it here at your phone, neat 100.9 S. In primary, no, I will bet you be said, you could do cholesterol. Diania me did your cholesterol, in fact, cholesterol you need. I
didn't get a cholesterol, young.
Exactly. And if I be bringing him, say, I'm going to be a woody and then say cholesterol. You knew and I didn't, your friend be fat and oil. Fat and oil equally peduani mu breaking na your free be fatty acid. Now fatty acid no eno no na se koni peduani mu awet edwuma abrebo ne ye anyhow body ne metabolize and also any ma be kwa afa no e ma yenya some portion of cholesterol that is true in running na ye de no. Na ye ka se cholesterol eye waxy substances bia ye be ka se on say answer na obeye no wax ha waxy substances bia woni peduani mu a efra cells no ha part of the cell
yes mama bi sa
woni peduani mu part of your cell your DNA na nyankopon nyansen mu no liver na ankasa ye brebo no ema ye about 80% of cholesterol. So what did you so when you produce 80% of cholesterol, which is about yes, which is about 800 milligrams of cholesterol. Na ye nuane a ye di a ekoye ni mo no eno no produce about 200 milligrams, which is about 20%. Eno nti ye hwe baby a sources no wa one liver no ankasa maye cholesterol ni source ana ye nuane no nso e part ana de account nso ye genetic makeup no how a nyame ankasa yesu exhibit ye kwan a wabɔ ye fa ebi mo ho no mu a emoyemu na ankasa no omo ye nkofo a cholesterol e wo mo ho aha cholesterol is different from fat. Me chichi mu kakra. Me bi mu kakra. Na cholesterol emphasodi also ne say hormones are ye fa bibi to say bema ye hormone progesterone, estrogen, prolactin, and other hormones are boama ni pedua ne di akotini ye no. Ni na no cholesterol ne boama saa de ne ba. Cholesterol say inompemu be ahode betimi akosoro vitamin D a ebetimi aye effective we ni pedue ejina cholesterol eso ye nuane a ye di a digest anase emu bubu ni nyina no se digestion ebetimi very effective a ejina cholesterol eso enu nti cholesterol very very important substance bi a nyame nyansem no wo ye in such a way say ebeboaye nanso bibia no ye won limit enu nti na nyame hu say oh se brebo no kwa timi mai 80% a good na wo ya benya kakra bi nso afiri nnuane a efa yenum a eno nso de percentage kakra ebeka ho so wodi kosua baako emaye about 18 to 20 180 to 200 milligrams of cholesterol
kosua
baako enu nti wodi kosua mienu a
that is almost 360 assembly
to 400
miensa abranka so nka uhia be 800 abrebo ne de amount
exactly so enu nti ye fa bibi ti se cheese a ye use mayonnaise ene ketchup so no mo ene nantwinam a yewe aponchinam a yewe akokonam ene margarine sa ye di ni nyina milk nkosua yokuna ni nyina ye sources of what cholesterol exactly na yen cholesterol yi no medical me hu emfasoni a ewo so so cholesterol ekosoro a enioma we na edadi anase exhibit o ni pedua ni mu wo ho a utitimi eye wo ya utipayo serious migraine ankasa onsa etimi eye utitiriti onan eye utitiriti wo ho a na so ho twetwon kakra and sometimes so when you ebrew and most of the times so as we bibi kakra bia no wabre these are some of the things are exhibiting and I say a dead when you pedue say one cholesterol den akosoro na ye hwa de bi cholesterol enye substance a woni pa akasiefo ho externally and I say conspicuously no ye hu ni say obi a osun bia no sebio na se srade enko
yani ebu kire ye se ni pakese bia no na cholesterol
woso nanso anya no kre obi o ho a we vegetarian nanso ne cholesterol woso onwenam ondi anwa wonye we bia be ne cholesterol woso now ye hwa de so we vegetarian we obi a unni anwa we obi a we atia don kotiseme now cholesterol was stress one of the causes are it mean the cholesterol stress so stress who be bria wafa ha when you we physical stress and a psychological stress we don't say someone obi ka chem so we don't say someone a here for mobile phone the first time on TV enrichi
here for mobile phone in the 2 hours no
but me so the say someone no dream pa like okay can and you ma bom of plants ankasa
wo ba bia me hunu no say wo frɛ na yituma ne ade amantimi anya kokodu afma no anto nanum wotumi sɛ ewuo no baabi a wɔkɔ no na onni baabi a na ɔteɛ no ɔtwɛn baase no na wotumi sɛ kyɛ onni dɛm hɔ na I could imagine say no ho nipa bi na ewu na fe na ɔkɔ na tia no wɔte ne sɛ sum na no na hu sɛ wɔwɔ chiri na ma nya kokodua mu sɛ ho na kwan na ewu a wodon sɛ sum wa no sɛ emu ayɛ o adwendwene
saa adwendwene nyinaa ɛma cholesterol ɛkɔsoro. One, the moment a obedwen go through depression, anxiety, any those kind of way nyinaa who say cortisol ne shoot kɔsoro. Cortisol ɛyɛ stress hormone. The moment a cortisol ɛbɛkɔsoro na ɛma o system no how a ɛwɔ sɛ metabolize nneɛma yɛ adwuma fa no ɛba fam.
The cortisol mum so no I did cortisol so and so my cortisol. Can you imagine? Nyankopon so am ye din o. There's a cortisol. I can no be na cortisol no. In the end the cortisol no so my cortisol.
Serious o daddy. Enu nti obi o a wo ye vegetarian enso ohwe a odwen onwinam onye we ana obi nso a wo ye vegetarian onwen. Oh, no,
adwendwene happen adwendwene no.
Yes,
adwendwene and physical and psychological stress.
Yes,
etimi emma wodi aben cholesterol.
And until obi one more say, oh, me ntwinam, me nyiwe, me milk, me nyiwe, but me can't show. The old drink and I say, ofa okwa adwuma be 5, waba bi du fie be 8. Sanya man to aso o cholesterol be cholesterol. And until me sure say wo intercity bi se Kumasi Takrade those greater cities no. Now say one try say within the Monday to Friday no weekend will be call wedding. Now say Sunday after sorry went to me in that time amount home and I say Friday after mosque and I say Saturday after what sorry no in that time amount home o cholesterol ebe shoot akosoro. Ana baby we are say do no nso ene maybe o ha ha dwene kakra. Yet me the product a bonten say a vegetable oil, but in food chemistry, you be hydrogenation, you know. You can say hydrogenation. I didn't a vegetable cooking oil, dear, but yet me the hydrogen can say way eke kanuma adeno pure unsaturated fat but we say about a saturated fat ne trans fat ni winning and a wasro we say udia eko ni pedun mu de hu ni se eye vegetable de be na nya vegetable chain adwongo ene enwase a yakeka bo mo ye de aye we sei daddy ade ba akwa wo se ye hye nso le se o cholesterol kosra etimi ma wakoma apart from say obe develop hypertension and I say high blood pressure etimi ma wunya heart issue serious ankasa.
I just say cholesterol na cholesterol no the lifestyle diseases to be back.
Exactly. E ma wakoma no overwork. E balisa obetimenya heart failure. Yes.
Cholesterol no.
Cholesterol is very serious.
Because we wouldn't know when you see SCA.
Debio, say we won't know so much any near for son your friend arteriosclerosis and no a plug a clog as if be blocks emma mojani inflow. Enunti balance apeti se heart no ayete se car petrol egu fuel tank nim nanso injectors anase bia pumps a e wo se fuel no fm no obo se enko adentie bia mu afi ana obespark ya nti sa na be balance atisa liver no e kan say heart no eyisu high strain and so na de na koso dada enkane no se ye honam a ye man nam no eye den. Oh, honamwa in food chemistry, no, the IN say, oh, no, that roasting process na take place, no, and when be a woman meeting, no, a sonny, who say a sonny ego. Yes, but you see, and namwa, you know, those restaurants, me how I friend your time will be a demand, and namwa, ya dishes. We be really good. That is the right word. Ya grilled meat na yere no. Ene de ye ni anso ya wo e wo fie ni yere no. Utimi say ade e wo se atwe anwan film no enya ni saw. Nto de ye nkwan a na anwan no abegina e kan say nkwan ni mu. Enu nto wadi na akoni pedie ni mu no 20% na ye pe no already no e ye kitwa bi o enye 20 ni nyina ni e o si nya. wobɛhu sɛ cholesterol na ɛde ɛkɔ so na ɛma issue ɛno nti sɛ yɛwe na mo a anase yɛ honam a moma yɛ make sure say saa ne mo nyina ana radiated foods bi te sɛ popcorn bebrebe a
yɛde hwɛ sini no
popcorn yes yɛ we those kind of way nyina moma yɛ hwɛ yɛ ho yɛ ne yɛdi color wele ɛne nkateɛ anwummerɛ ne yɛde ice water aka ho saa wei nyinaa yɛ nneɛma a ɛma yɛ cholesterol yɛ den ɛkɔ soro ɛno nti the way forward ne nyinaa ne sɛ o cholesterol akɔ soro wakɔ hospital doctor with all these symptoms I will complain no or no and lipid profile lipid profile you who say LDL no and HDL no mostly LDL no triglycerides no saturated fat no and total cholesterol no soro and until a bunny sa unhia nnuane bi a wo so wodi ebetimi aboa and ko ba se oda atavasitens oda say no so na wan kasa as individual one discipline ho a te say wugina nkran mu a wotutu results bi ama ukobia and the situation remains unchanged one na wo punish on and until the way forward in the say o fa be to say turmeric one of the powerful spicy vegetables wo be to say curcumin no ekoli pedua mu a dilate blood vessels no ma moja no etimi flow I to say a dryer would you go gata mua would ensure a firm woman say gata mua dao then show near the eight and kama and until when you turmeric powder be a one young oat and opa when you cocoa and opa when you house a cocoa would team be away now what the turmeric bear say half teaspoon be a then egum now one no kama utimi crampo de a walk a craft forming as a jam now bread pan will be a wheat bread yeah what their firm mama kora wedi okosko ese bie na adwenem no ema no dopamine no those brain hormones in any way no eye sharp ema eboa nkora the next thing I bet me so ahwe cinnamon cinnamon contain cinnamic aldehyde and cinnamic acetate cinnamon one of the excellent spicy vegetables eboa for both fertility or more candidiasis or more titiriye those kind of way nyina no eboa eno nti utimi yusu cinnamon so the next one I be jene akekaduro ana garlic anka wo ye salad na wo twitwa e de afra enkwan a wo de bi afra bankum bi ana fufuo bi na wakwa akodi ni beebi a wama wo nam na ye fish one se ho bi e bi anam a yahu bi kakra afra no watwe jene ni moko no ene akekaduro no den e de aka ho na udi no because of the presence of allicin and ginger na ewo ginger no no obehu se enane moja na cholesterol na anane no bibia ekọ enkan kama na yehwa de bi the cholesterol betimi pass through blood vessels ni mu a cholesterol no kwantimi nya adwuma ehia bibia friend protein enu ntine ewo low density lipoprotein it means say lipid and protein lipoprotein low density lipoprotein, high density lipoprotein, very low density lipoprotein. Meaning say a lipid and a protein a carbon. And when it is a lipid na a cholesterol, ni betimi anante e woni peduen mo ehia protein. And when to aduane no dia sanka wanya okoko bia nopa a wudi anan otu bi no menchi kosia enkwampom fa nhye pano ni mu. Even though albumin na ewo kosua no mu no protein yolk na cholesterol nanka wanya some vegetables bi a wo betwitwa wo de garlic no mu no nanka minerals ne vitamins na ekeke ka wono so aboa eno nti wo di sanema wo nyina ekoni pedue no wa ma wo kitchen ho ayo den o pharmacy e ba ne sa bibia be kama eno nti
chibom ya na atia na chibom ya dada chibom na ya na ya senkran ketua nkoye o mo lipid profile no mo cholesterol wo soro akwara ehu akwara kitwo less than 12 years ye di nuane no etata mo de nam ne tata mo no wa tututu twe on check ne cholesterol level na ne cholesterol wo soro ne lipid mo no emoa enu ntibesra ematan manis ye matan no ye maame ne papa mo say okosku a monitor na duane a wo de ko
ma ne kitchen nye ne pharmacy memfa sika keke enhye ne nsem ema ne nkototo candies ema ne nkototo niema bi ema ne nkofa yare emeto wankasa wo so ema wo mfa wo sika ensan konkoso ano eba ne sape na se wodi agu we ye beka so wodi agudi fa eba ne sa
cholesterol menya a piling up incidentally a bad cholesterol.
Yeah.
I'm best to me getting rid of that bad cholesterol.
Good. You bet me getting rid of bad cholesterol. This basic kind of principles are you're laying it down. One of the ways I bet me and the account exercise, physical activeness. You feel me be exothermic reaction. You can say exothermic reaction. You feel me be subcutaneous fat. Stradia woni peduano eni no sub honam nani. The way you nipedwani inside, especially abdominal cavity, no, and no visceral fat. Visceral fat na se kosra, maunya steatosis, fatty liver. And until your best say the moment was sorry now you're jogging, now we call now bar now you exercise, no, heat in a bed generate a bonten, a ben fat in be egu. The moment of fat reduce, no, one way or the other, no. Fat na equilibrium na break it down into cholesterol and into physical activeness. Those exercises now won't be good. No, say cholesterol level minimize it, stabilize it because low crown so and
physical activity na my team 50 no.
Yes.
At the same time no na level out the cholesterol no a bit me free within no.
Yes. A bit me stabilize it. And me free mu say cholesterol from a balance answer on some material. And into me can say can say benefit a woman so say no. Intensity free lipid I was say a winnie pedum tin and I mean who say I was a winnie pedum to no ma yen lipid and yen the crampono 80%. And unti it means say the air bunny pedum a true diet and a broso. And unti so what me discipline one. There's no way cholesterol should to cost because cholesterol should to cost it put you into higher risk of it be a kidney issue, it be a liver, heart failure, any hypertension, stroke more, especially a cobasser or brain or cerebral, those can say blood vessels no ain't mean carry blood now, it be a break here. Say when a mouse stroke and that's anyway.
In 30 seconds,
good
physical activity bang. And cholesterol no me dey level on up.
Good.
And then vegetables bang and media ama me ho ahare me and then no actually wo chiri baby am hwehwe me ho.
Good. Obetimi aye press up and opebia press up utimi boss skipping utimi eco jogging be say 5 to 10 minutes be any form of ade bia obetimi dey exercise enko say o ti on so bi o am say o say and obedi enkonkwa ono so hypertensive ubon so why not wasa ti so abro so man pressure akosoro enti gradual and afen so medical cassava cinnamon garlic ginger turmeric money cruciferous vegetables no into when na ye niema o put in place na one kasa so discipline who say niema sources of cholesterol and I say ecosystem one turning into fatty acid na etimide those we ni ba no obetete so enu nti say bia obi ho no a two we nyina no wenya disorder disorder or hypertension or stroke or any liver or heart issue bia obetimi afreme ewo me contact ne so 024051
what number dey saying
0240 51 21 71
13b
0240 51 21 71 and I say 0244 63 25 33 0244 63 25 33 me o Joholo Petroleum Commission honomo no e ho na me ba Joholo
I love this Joholo
okay near the Petroleum
emu onyunu
wow ni mini no
chese ba bia gi aho amena donko mu chese ye gi aho me wom
wow mostly me ba Accra Thursday to Saturdays consulting one-on-one consulting and then Kumasi so the cabin MTN for the HO no more Mondays to Wednesday no. Oba obi ono mo a wadwenya wo depression anxiety bra e wo behumi a with clinical counseling how a mess cycle metchiro no obi nsesa ne mani na I stabilize and bibia come on nyankopon sure daddy and I pray say yekodi weekend see then yakano people will practicalize it omo be ma no or I walk e di omanim kan e di aye adwuma na yankwanko fofa ya rebia ma nyame sure pass DJ so
right why Dr. Edmond Arthur na midi kan no agronomy ansa na all science ababe food science ansa na dietetics and nutrition into wa cover 3 areas ni nyina and say wachire ye kwane a ye befa so a ansa na osan ye clinical counselor and the oncology department of the Kwame Nkrumah Komfanochi Teaching Hospital a che say de ewura ye nsunu mu nyina no ohwe edi ho dwuma ede emaye ne iti sabri we de enefie ye besore so ne akofie efie na ye kɔ no eye ulakoko Michael na de beko na said ye wo hu say Europe hwensu a ato Germany ni Belgium hwe de ye kɔso na America so no wo hu tornadoes ahodo ahunu de akɔso ɛwɔ hɔ ye twene Jonas there was a glass nko a nan ene baby our glass nko a ye heaven was as isu as e na de ensuo aye hɔ no twene Jonas ahunu say du baby a wo bia no ahwɛ hɔ no mu yie it glass no de ke bi wa ha nemum Matthew for say in the next 48 hours you know ensuo ema emframa esoso ebe bodin ding ensuo no soso beto itimi so sensuo no to ne mframa bo a na wahwe yie titru ashenkafo no edua betimi mframa betimi abu no ama na bakwan aba behia wo na fe nsoso ne mframa na ebo no akwanhia bebre no mframa enema akwanhia ne ba na ya yenim itimi strofansa mienu ekuta ustia mu because mframa betimi ahowa ma wanhwe yie ye motorway so klagon abato anche utwemu abato wa klagon da bia mframa ne mframa behia aflawo kwan we se so accident bebre ye mframa no a eba no itimi strong mframa ebebo ne nsu ebeto no wo ye driver ne no ahwe yie na wakurakura ustia mu yie pa fansa mienu kurakura stia no 77 twa na twam na feso uwo fie nso so a momfa no man tutu yie na mframa ebo a entimi anhu bibi ene normal affixations a ye dia bu sisi kwa ho sambod ahodo sisi kwa ho amframa bebo am na betutu timi so wonnam wa sambod bia enkofa fanche basa a city authorities atenase you drew junctions a signboard to bebre mframa bebuboi hwe na ebia ntu ama mebo ti hwe yie efie soso ye hwe ma mfa no man tototo baby basa na mframa ammo ama mebo sremu a lightning soso ne eye tender ensoso ebemu a ne wahwe enna enkonkonkoda ahwehwe na no eye empoma eye glass ne ade glass nkwa na Twene Jonas me wofa ase wo so me ye ho ntoyen no anekura tender ne ba na tender arresters ne ade ni fie okura na etimi bebo glass ne ba wo ho be hawo bi so bia hwe no ho yie papa bia hwe no ho yie papa enkanka on the highways ensuo to na mframa ebo a enua hodo no a highways fo mo atena se ama enua na fu enwura fu di abakwan mu no a na enua ne sisi wo between that stretch from apedwan kwanta edi twam wo bunsu etwam wo anyinam ekokosi framu ase mesremu edi kobreku forest enua na sisi kwan ho no mframa bebobo a yenhwe yie highways for musumu ntwitwa ho na enye free of sa nua no eno na yede esre na neso de prosifo moma mo home ne so na attacks on the highways no so no ekoso dodo ene nkrofo no enya de impunity with which awia nyina no mutimi bebe ya attack on the highway besremo yenhwe ne yi papa na prosifo mo so mo ye ho ban ye fie ya ye ko de ulakwaku mike wan fanto a waye ho fato ne tie nsama hodo a wode eba neat 100.9 FM so ene se utie eyi
tie ɔha ɛkyiri pɔnkno.